Hello everyone, welcome to BBWFM Hub. We are back with a new video, and in this video we are going to learn the difference between capacity planning and resource planning. So actually I'm creating this video because many folks assume that resource and capacity planning is same, but it's different. Let's see what's the difference in between that. Okay. So what is capacity planning? Capacity planning, it is the process of identifying, understanding the work delivering capacity of the organization based on the provided inputs. So here, as an example, we are assuming or we are providing the example of two inputs. First input is forecasted calls. So we will see the capacity planning from forecasted calls, then we will check our capacity planning from the headcount provided. So on the basis of forecasted calls, uh, we are assuming here that forecasted calls is 5000 and our AHT is 400 second. And in the process of capacity planning, our next step is to check the actual headcount that we have. So here our actual headcount is 40, and now we are calculating the production headcount. So for production headcount, we will need the shrinkage. So shrinkage, we are referencing the shrinkage from our hours sheet. This hours sheet, we have created this sheet in the previous video. So I'm providing the link in the description. Please go and watch this video so that you can have a better understanding. So shrinkage is coming from the referenced sheet, that is our sheet. And then for week offs, how many week offs we have in the week. So we have 2 week offs in a week and 7 days. So we are dividing 2 with 7, and we are getting 29%. That this 29% is the week of percent that we have. So for the production headcount, what we are doing is we are excluding the shrinkage from the actual headcount, then we are excluding the week of percentage from the actual headcount. So we are doing production headcount is E8 is what? E8 is 40, that is our actual headcount, and we are multiplying this with one, bracket open, 1 minus shrinkage. We are excluding the shrinkage here, then into 1 minus week of percentage. We are also excluding the week of percentage here. So that's how we got the production headcount. And now we have the production headcount, and we are going to calculate the call capacity. So for call capacity, we will need the occupancy. So we are assuming that the agents are working with the occupancy of 80%. So occupancy is 80% here, and hours. This hours is coming from the hours sheet. Hours sheet and reference from the hours sheet, and we are multiplying this hours with the our occupancy, so that we got to know how many hours agents are working actually. So this is coming 30 hours. And now for the call capacity, firstly we will multiply our production headcount with the hours that we have, that that agents are giving, and then into 3600 seconds, because here 3600 seconds, because our AHT is in seconds, so that's why we are multiplying this with 3600 and 100 seconds. So by multiplying our production headcount with the hours, actually we are calculating the number of hours that the agents are providing us. And if we are multiplying this by 3600 seconds, that means the number of the seconds the agent is providing us, and then we are dividing this with the AHT so that we can get our call capacity. So here call capacity means call capacity comes at 6320. That means 23 teammates are working with 80% of occupancy, and they can handle 6320 hours calls, number of calls. So this is the forecast based capacity planning. Let's move to the headcount based planning. So here in the headcount based planning, the headcount provided by the client is 250, and then the hours targeted hours, this is also provided by the client, that is 40 hours. And client has provided us the headcount, and client has already provided us the targeted hours. Now we will check the actual headcount that we have. So the actual headcount is 300, and this actual headcount, the teammates are how many hours they are giving. as a production. So here I'm saying the available number of hours that the teammate or agent is giving me. So this is reference from the hours file, the production hours. So it's 37.23. So now we have the client provided headcount, we have the actual headcount. Now we will analyze, or we will calculate the required headcount that we will need to fulfill the client requirements. So for this, we are seeing that the actual headcount is 300 and client is providing us the headcount of 250. That means we have the buffer. Now, so for that, we will calculate the buffer percentage. And how are we calculating is, we are dividing 40, that the targeted hours provided by the client, with 37.23, that the available hours an agent is providing us. So we have a buffer percentage of 107%. And now we got the buffer percentage, and now the required headcount. For the required headcount, what we are doing is, we are putting the buffer of 107% with the client headcount, so that we can get the required headcount. So here we have got the required headcount of 268 and the client headcount is 250. That means client is providing us the less client is billing or providing us the 250 heads, and the required heads is 268. Now we will check our over and unders. So for over and unders, actual headcount is 300 and our requirement is 368. That means we have more heads than the required. So 31 heads is extra heads that we have. So this is the forecast based planning, and this is the headcount based planning. Now this 31 heads is extra. So the process of deploying this extra heads based on the skill set in the different departments or in the different campaigns, this is called resource planning. So resource planning is not restricted with just headcount. It can be of any resource. It can be tools, seeds, and systems. So basically, resource planning is the process of identifying, allocating, and managing the resources effectively based on their skills, availability, and project requirements. So this is the main difference between capacity planning and resource planning. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, and comment. And thank you so much.